14th, 2023, Valentine's Day. Um, Overall, it was a sweetheart of a day. Um, I had a chance to enjoy some sunshine and sunlight, which was really good. I really appreciated that. Um, Hopefully, I saved a couple of bucks. Got everything that I needed inadvertently without intentionally trying to for the shed, but I'm not there yet. As y'all see, I have a long, long way to go. I probably washed about 8 loads of clothes over the past 3 days. I have the last one in the wash now. Do I want to wash this blanket again? I can wash this blanket again, so I might do that load and then wash this blanket too. Um, some of the things that inspired me about today, when I got back, I sat at the table outside for a while. That was really nice. Um, I looked at TikTok, some things that inspired me on TikTok today. I saw like a Galentine's where like there were two best friends, and I think they were of African descent. And they made like a Galentine's Day picnic in the park. Just two best friends, and it was really nice. They dressed up really nice and did their makeup really nice. And from what I could tell, they've been friends for a really long time, and they gifted each other some things. And I think they got sponsorships from different places. So some of the gifts they already knew because they knew what they were getting. But it was really nice. It was very classy. Then another Valentine's Day thing that I saw that inspired me was this lady had Valentine's Day for two cats. And I thought that was really cute. I enjoyed that. What I enjoyed about my Valentine's Day was that, God made it so that I had to get outside. I needed the garbage bags to put the wash clothes in so that it would just be a disaster. So I had to do that. And also God made it so that I had to, get some sunshine and get some exercise. As y'all saw, the first part of the walk was okay, but then during the second half, it got kind of heavy. And I'm not sure if that messed my back up a little again because my back was acting a little weird when I got home. So I need to be mindful of that. So I know that if you go out on the ride share, it's not necessarily true that you may get a ride back. Also, with the thing about privacy, I'm learning more and more how important it is for me because, you have your full name on there. And, like I said, Valdosta is a small place. But I really did enjoy myself today. One thing that I can improve upon on my day was I think God was giving me this lesson too about being independent. Like I said, that Valdosta on demand thing really got me spoiled. Like I really enjoy, you don't pay insurance, you don't pay for gas, you pay literally a couple of dollars for a ride. Where did they do that at? You know what I'm saying? And, you really don't have to participate in whatever's going on in the car. And maybe that's why I couldn't get a ride back either. Because I think I was not like connecting. I had my earphones on and the lady said something. I think she had asked a question, and usually I'll ask, were you talking to me? But she asked a question because I told her I was going to the Dollar Tree, and she was just like, yeah, do they sell cheese there? Then she was like, oh, I don't think I want cheese from there. And I didn't kind of participate in the conversation because she answered her own question. I don't know what kind of disorder that was because she answered her own question. I didn't respond to anything else because she answered it. She asked her question, do they sell cheese there? And then she says, well, I don't care if they do. I don't think I would want it. You know what I'm saying? So I left it alone, and I guess a normal person would have been like, participated in the conversation, but she asked a question and she answered it. So, I mean, there was not anything for me to say. Now, if I had a question, I would have asked, but I still really enjoyed the ride. It was really clean. It smelled nice. The vibes were positive, in my opinion. The vibes were positive. You know me, I have rose-colored glasses on, but I enjoyed it. The only thing probably is that she was probably looking for a response from me, even though she answered the question, but I didn't, because she answered the question. It wasn't for me to respond to, and I didn't have any other conversational interests, to keep going. But if she had some food, I probably would have been all up in her food. But I don't know. So a Dollar Tree, I wasn't expecting that. I was just going to get the garbage bags, period, and come back. But as y'all saw, I saw all the different things that I could use for the wall treatment. And actually, behind where the stove used to be, there the backsplash could use because it looked like they halfway paid. They started to paint it, but they decided to paint it after the stove was there, and they didn't move the stove, so it looked kind of, they didn't finish painting it. But I think a black splash would help. But the first thing again is to get all the clothes done. And I told y'all about the friend. Um, and I saw more evidence because when I went to wash the other comforter, there was a bottle. I don't even know what the bottle was to. And the bad thing is like those things are smart because I think the reason that the toilet cleaner was like that was it tried to unscrew the top first, and then it was chewing off the top, and then it just bit into the body of it. What the hell? And then I had like I don't know what kind of bottle, what was in it. I'm assuming it was probably sanitizer in it, but it was very hard, like rock plastic, and it chewed that thing like a third into thirds. I found it when I went to go move the. Oh, but I think God puts that in my path every once in a while. Ooh, I think I need to move back. I'm too close to this table, and I hate to break my TV. But yeah, some other mishaps that I'm feeling the results of today is that the other day I had this clock radio and I unplugged it and I left the plug laying on the floor and I stepped on it and it punctured my heel like it went straight through my foot. So, but what I would improve about myself today, or the lesson that I learned today, like I tell y'all, God protects fools and babes, and I have on clothes. It just doesn't look like it because the straps keeps falling down. But God teaches me something new every day, or reintroduces me to something that I need to know about myself. So today, like I said, I really enjoyed that Valdosta on demand thing. But God humbled me, like he was telling me, this ain't for you. I didn't make this for you. This is not for you, and also to let me know that just because I go out on it don't mean that I'm necessarily going to come back on it. And that's okay because I needed the exercise. But the thing that was detrimental to me as far as my behavior in regards to that was that, I was expecting that the ride would come up, so you keep hitting retry the ride or whatever. And so I would set it for my next destination, which was okay when I was just sitting in front of the, Lowndes County Human Resources. But I realized that's not, it's like the city office. There's a clinic and everything in there. I didn't go in, but I saw like something that I saw about somebody going in there made me realize that there's a clinic in there. Right? It's like a welfare office kind of thing. I don't know what it is, to be honest, but I know there's a clinic in there. And then I moved on. And then that's when I was like, yo, I'm going to go to churches, just to sit and wait. And I was like, it doesn't hurt for me to have a little extra. But I would think about it. I'm spending a lot of money that I'm not using and a lot of things on food and a lot of money that I don't necessarily really have. So even, if it's $5 here, $10 here, it adds up. The stuff that I bought from Dollar Tree, I think is going to be useful. Everything that I had bought is going to be useful. But thinking, I'm mad at myself a little bit. I'm not mad because I'll get to it. The Instapot, I can't cook. And then I bought the liners and everything to go with it. So that's probably almost $200 worth of stuff regarding the Instapot. Then I bought all that food that I put in the Instapot that probably is going to go bad now, So, yeah. But I need to go back in the day, they had this thing when I was in school, they talked about how, I think it was an economics class, like the Japanese do just-in-time processing where they don't purchase anything unless they're using it immediately. It's kind of hard to do if you're not mobile, but not really because I guess I could order like other people do, but yeah, but now I think pretty much I have everything that I need. I have maybe one more thing that I feel like is a semi-necessity. But no, I can't. So now I'm grounded and stuck in the house. I'm not leaving the house, period, until I get, what am I hearing? I hear the washing machine and I hear the dryer, but it sounds like it's buzzing. I don't know. Why does it sound like it's buzzing like that? I'm not used to that. Oh, it's spinning. It's on the last spin is what it is. But yeah, so, what I was doing was I was stopping and eating, and that's not good, because I wasn't really even hungry, but I ate like literally 8 pieces of chicken today, fried chicken, and I wasn't hungry. Look at this fat face. I wasn't even hungry. Maybe the first piece or two was okay, but 8 pieces of chicken, it's crazy. And I had the nerve to want to get a 2-liter bottle of soda. So self control and seeing how different thing moves you to behave a different way, and being aware. And our behaviors and the things that we do are controlled, to a certain degree by the society that we live in. And things are placed there in a way to manipulate us to do certain things. And sometimes we manipulate ourselves. And so with that ride share thing, with it not being immediately available, my thought was I was going to go there, come back. The whole trip be an hour. It took me 3 hours to get home, walking. And I enjoyed the walk, don't get me wrong. But what I should not have done was I should not have stopped by Church's Chicken. I even stopped by that Big Daddy's place. I'm glad it wasn't open. I don't think there's a real restaurant. I've never seen any real things going. They put up a whole bunch of new signs, but 3:30, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and both doors are locked. hmm But yeah, so yeah, it was overall a good day. Those were the good, the bad, and the ugly. Um, the sunshine was good. I thank you for sunshine. I thank you for rain. I thank you for joy. I thank you for pain. That was good. Seeing how other people spent their Valentine's Day through TikTok was good. I just saw 2 videos. There wasn't a whole lot. I watched a little bit more of if you get a chance, this woman will really brighten your day. I think it's Maya underscore cutie pie or something like that. She's mixed with black and something else. I don't know what the other else is, but her mom really is mixed, but is black, but she doesn't really look black, but she's just enjoying her life. And what's scary to me though is these videos that I like that give me inspiration, and I have the nerve to be commenting on. Like I said, I'm almost 50, and this girl, she showed her mom in one of her older videos, and she was just like, I don't know how old she is. She's like 46 or 47. I'm like, dog, these people that I like and admire, these people have parents my age. Like I like Maya Cutie Pie, and I love another creator called, what's her name? Oh man, Faith, what's her last name? Faith Montoya. I love her too. I mean, just beautiful people enjoying their lives. And I watch Keita Rose from time to time too. I used to watch Dana Dane, but I don't watch her anymore. Some of her concepts are I enjoy being single, this, that, and other. But what I don't like is that, because she's never experienced this lifestyle, she spoke on how she ran into this guy that she knew in high school because she was dating some guy. The guy that she knew this other dude that when in high school he was very handsome. He was like 6'5", deep voice, all that. And she didn't even recognize him. The dude called him by this nickname that he had that was a real unique nickname. And she was like, he looked like a whole crackhead. And I think about how, rumors were going around that I was on drugs and whatever. I never used drugs in my life. Never. I smoked a black ballpoint pen. Never did any of that. Just so many rumors. And it got back to my family. Never. Now, rumors are a horrible thing, but I'm going to tell you though, I can look at things from other people's eyes. I have walked past a mirror before and be like, ooh, I did look like a crackhead, but I'm not. But it's just sometimes, you're going through things. And for me, I was fiending for love, I felt like I deserved it. And I still do, but I'm at the point where I'm really, really, because I realized I've wasted so many years, I'm really, really trying to learn to love myself. And I have to relearn, basic skills, like the house being like this, my gosh, not to say that I was never messy. For the time, everything that y'all see on YouTube is after legal. After legal has always been a little questionable, you know what I'm saying? But, not like this. It's like I have to re-raise myself, pretty much. Start all over again. Um, it is so funny. I remember when I was in college and this girl, She was talking about how there were guys that would walk over from over the bridge. It was like a little hood area across the bridge from VCU. And she was like, oh, he need to go crawl back under the rock he came from under. And literally, my life right now, that's probably what I'm like, because I'm like under a rock. I'm almost blind, kind of like a mole with no eyes. They sit in the dark all the time. And so I guess literally, that would apply to me, like I came from out from under a rock. But the thing is, it's we got to have that sun break. And for me, I do love myself. However, I do need to manifest that love in a way that is reflected in my physical environment. And I'm working on it. And it's going to be hard because I've been sitting in this recliner for a long time and haven't moved. It's going to be hard because I've depended on so much or believed so much that, I would get some kind of support and encouragement, from outside of me. But, that's not going to happen. And I have to deal with that reality, and I have to embrace it. When you embrace your disappointments, when you learn to embrace those, you empower yourself to start looking for alternatives to empower yourself, So that's where I am. So when this last thing loads or finish, and what you're hearing beeping is just a 5-minute timer. I have it set so it goes off every 5 minutes so that I try to stay on task. But I'm okay with what I did today. I just got to see the results of it, is the thing. The clothes washing thing, that's going to be a forever thing. Like, it feels like forever. Tomorrow, my goal is to wash some more clothes. Again, that if somebody from the outside looking in, which basically are y'all from the outside looking in, but y'all don't see the whole picture because I can't stand. Because if I put it all on the screen, then I have to look at it all on the screen, and it's going to cause me to overload. So I don't. I just put the little bit that I care to be able to see, right? But yeah, tomorrow it's the same. If it was somebody from the outside looking in at the whole thing, they wouldn't really see any difference. They may even say it's slightly worse because now I have those big garbage bags full of clothes. But tomorrow we're gonna continue doing the same, and now we're gonna start working on getting the things organized in there, and then also I'll put it in a load, wash a load. I don't know if I'm going to fold those tonight or not, but fold a load. And really, after I finished eating churches earlier today, I really wanted to go to sleep. And that's why I got on camera, because I really just wanted to take a nap. I had to force myself to, keep going. And I was going to try to keep going to midnight. I stopped at 10:30. The clothes are still going, but I stopped at 10:30. So, Pablo, thank you for the love. So I wonder, Pablo, ¿tú hablas inglés? Porque cuando la gente viene aquí y habla en español, yo, yo tengo una respuesta, porque en español, porque yo habla in English. I don't understand, like, why? Why would you? I mean, I don't mind, but I'm just wondering, like, why? Why? So that's it. So I feel pretty good. I feel comfortable. I'm still fat, but we're working on it. I haven't exercised since the last time I videoed, because now my focus is just getting the clutter, the clothes clean. We're not even going to talk about clutter. All we're doing is washing clothes and organizing the laundry room and starting a little bit on the she shed, getting that fixed up. And it's so weird because I was so embarrassed by it. But when I stepped out today, I don't know why I wasn't as embarrassed by it as I should have been, or as I was before. I wasn't. And I wonder, like, those people next door, like, previously they used to use the Valdosta on Demand all the time. Maybe that's where they started walking in, because the stop is never in front of my house. It's on the corner. Why would you do it in front of my house? It's weird. But whatever. I thought it was like a social services thing, but it kind of is. But anyways, I hope everybody had a good Valentine's Day. I hope that you were the best Valentine ever. And I hope that you had an opportunity to see other people celebrating Valentine's Day, whether it's virtually or, with you being out and about, in ways that touched your heart, that motivated you that made you feel good that, there are people in this world that are actually loved, and getting the love that they deserve. But that's all. I'm going to chill out, scroll TikTok until the stuff starts washing. I'm going to at least throw it in the dryer for real, for real. And then that's that. And I might wash this blanket tonight. I watched it before, but since I have the other comforter, I could use that until this one is rewashed. Yeah, but good night, everybody.